Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All this question
No, sir.
right now. ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हुआ था. नहीं हुआ तो सॉल्व कर लो. The answer that you should get for this question is P is equal to D root over 3G by 2D plus K by 16M. This should be your answer.
Can you show this one?
See what they have given in the question. One end of a light spring of natural length d. They have initially given the spring is of natural length. मतलब स्प्रिंग की जो नेचुरल लेंथ है ना वो d है. दिस डिस्टेंस, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ वाला डिस्टेंस, मतलब उस पर वो बिल्ला ना तो एक्सपैंड होती है ना कंप्रेस होती है. And spring constant K is fixed on a right rigid wall. Other is attached to a smooth ring of mass m. ये spring है. Other the part is attached to the ring of small m, which can slide without friction. Important है without friction. Friction नहीं है यहाँ पे, तो friction work नहीं करेगा. On a vertical rod fixed at a distance d from the wall. Initially the spring makes an angle of 37 degree with the horizontal. ये angle बना रहा है. When the spring is system is released from rest, find the speed of ring when the spring becomes horizontal. मतलब ये पूछ क्या रहा है, अभी इस सिचुएशन में रिंग को यहाँ से छोड़ा गया. अब जब यहाँ पर ये रिंग इधर आ जाती है ना, तो इस समय इसकी वेलोसिटी क्या होगी वो पूछ रहे हैं लोग. अब देखो कहानी क्या है कि इस पोजीशन पे जब ये ऊपर टॉप पे रिंग है तो इस स्प्रिंग में ऑब्वियसली एक्सपेंशन है. मतलब इसकी नेचुरल लेंथ डी है और इसकी ये लेंथ एल है, तो ये लेंथ इसमें एक्सपेंशन कितना होगा. नेचुरल लेंथ इसकी डी है तो एल माइनस डी इसमें एक्स होगा. एक्सपेंशन इसमें इस पोजिशन पे एक्स इज इक्वल टू एल माइनस डी. एल की वैल्यू हम निकाल सकते हैं डी के टर्म्स में. एल इज इक्वल टू डी बाई cos 37. cos 37 इज 4/5, तो 5d/4 हो जाएगा. मैं ऐसे करके निकाल सकता हूँ एल. तो एक्सपेंशन भी निकाल सकते हो. एक्सपेंशन क्या हो गया फिर, वो हो गया 5d/4 माइनस डी विच इज इक्वल टू d/4 हो गया. इतना एक्सपेंशन है करंटली, मतलब इस सिचुएशन में इसमें जो एक्सपेंशन है वो इतना है. अब देखो मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है, मैं करने क्या वाला हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ पर सिर्फ जो फोर्स लग रही है एक तो mg लग रही है, फ्रिक्शन है नहीं, कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स लग रही है. तो मैं लॉ ऑफ सिर्फ और सिर्फ कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स लग रही है, तो मैं लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एनर्जी लगा सकता हूँ बिटवीन ए एंड बी. तो ए पर जो टोटल एनर्जी है वो क्या है, हाफ के एक्स स्क्वायर, इसका स्प्रिंग की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है, प्लस इसको मैं रेफरेंस मान लेता हूँ तो एम जी एच. और नीचे जाके यहाँ पर जब इस बी पोजिशन पे आ जाएगा ये, तो इस पर पोटेंशियल एनर्जी तो रहेगा नहीं, हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर रहेगा बस. अब
Sir, I think one more is there, half kd square.
नहीं, रॉन्ग. सी, that's what I was stressing on in the beginning. Spring is of natural length d, meaning the length at
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
its
So no spring energy.
so no spring and no spring energy because
Okay,
there is no
yes.
expansion and contraction. So this will be there. So now half k d square by 16 plus mg. Now you have to find out h also. H will be equal to d sine 37. It will be 3d/5. So mg 3d/5 half mv square. फाइव कहाँ से आया. अरे यार ये क्या कर रहा हूँ. एच बाई डी थोड़ी तो एल है ना, साइन 37 कहाँ हो गया, टेन होगा ना. एच बाई डी इज टेन 37. दिस इज टेन 37 हो गया हमारा. साइन इज 3, दिस इज 4, 3/4. Now the answer we have to take b common. This d common can cancel out 2, 2, 2. D square take common. So it will be k by 16 plus 3mg by 2d. I'll divide m. So v square is equal to d square into k by 16m plus 3g by 2d. आ गया आंसर. So v is equal to d root over k by 16m plus 3g by 2d. A simple one, not a difficult question. Try one more, I'll give you. Try this. किसी को क्वेश्चन समझने में प्रॉब्लम आए तो मुझे बता देना, समझा दूंगा मैं पहले.
So is capital R the radius?
Yes, radius of the spherical surface.
So then first answer is mg2r because
No, how you are getting mg2r? Because you have to find out as a function of theta, no?
okay.
You have to find out the change in potential energy as a function of theta.
Can you please draw the diagram once?
See how the diagram. This is your sphere. This is your mass m. It starts from rest, u0, slides down the smooth spherical surface with radius r. The radius is r. Potential energy is 0. Achha, they have said there is no potential energy here. Now suppose this block has come to this position. At this point, angle theta made by the radius with the through the mass with the vertical they have asked. At this point, you have to find out the change in potential energy between
Okay,
this
okay,
and this.
understood. So then it should be minus mgr cos theta.
Minus mg r cos theta.
It is
No.
minus mgr 1 minus cos theta.
Correct.
Because like in the at the top part the height is r, and when it's coming down the height we have to take the vertical component, so it will be r cos theta. So if we minus that, then we will get r 1 minus cos theta.
Correct. Sujata is correct here. Absolutely correct. See, what is the thing now, Archie? This is your radius r. Now, when you come to this point, suppose this block has come to this point, this is radius r, this height will be your r cos theta. No? It will be r cos theta. But difference, if this is the reference, you have to be concerned with this height.
Yes, sir. So
So this,
it's into 1 minus cos theta.
so this h is actually r minus r cos theta. So it will be r into 1 minus cos theta. Now, but see, if they have, because they have given, this is a reference point. This A is the
Sir, so
reference
the
point.
sign will be negative.
My half will be negative. Minus mgr into 1 minus cos theta. This is the answer. This should be the answer.
Sir, so in part B, it would be the same answer,
Hmm.
but the minus sign would not be there because
Yes.
kinetic energy change.
Sign will be positive.
Yes.
Mgr into 1 minus cos theta. Because work done is equal to change in this kinetic energy.
Yes.
Work is done by work done is mg into h. That's all. H is r into. What is this c? C is the same only. No? C, you have to just apply the conservation of energy.
So it comes to be root 2 gr 1 minus cos theta.
Okay, na? Everyone understood? So just, it was not a tough question, but it was just the application. Means I wanted to show you the different kinds of questions that can be asked, means different type of situation that can be formed. Not a tough one. Acha, me give you one. Good question I'll give you. Now, try this.
Answer is 12. No, no, wait,
Ans-
wait, wait.
Answer they're
Yes,
saying is
yes, 12 only.
no. Answer they're saying is 5. Fractional change. What did you understand? See, what I expect you have done mistake.
Colleagues,
Fractional change is what? Fractional change in kinetic energy is what? What you have done?
so the final one minus initial by initial.
No. They are asking the final y initial. See,
How?
actually the fractional change is correct. What you are saying, fractional change should be this only. The change, but they are when they are giving answer, na, they have given answer. They are expecting the ratio final by initial. Just tell me if you are getting the final by initial 5/4. Actual answer should be the correct answer should be yours only. Difference delta ke divided by ke. But they are giving answers depending on ke final by ke initial.
सर मेरा 5 आ गया.
Answer is 5/4.
Correct. Very good. What about others? Jitendra तुम्हारा आया, अशिका तुम्हारा आया 5.
Sir, I'm doing it.
क्वेश्चन ज्यादा मुश्किल नहीं था. क्वेश्चन इजी की कैटेगरी में आता है ये. बस तुम्हें ये आइडेंटिफाई करना होता है. देखो मैंने बताया ना कि कभी भी कोई चीज किसी से भिड़ रही है या फिर कोई भी चीज टूट रही है तो उन
Sir,
सभी
but
के.
how will you understand? They are asking the ratio.
हाँ, no. Actually the correct thing was according to this question the change in kinetic energy divided by initial kinetic energy.
Initial.
That's the correct reasoning. What you will do. This was actually a controversial question. They gave the answer according to this, but later they have given marks to students.
Okay.
Are you solving this? Then after this, I'll give you a good one. Better question.
Sir, I am getting root of 22, which is nearest to 5.
Mhm. You'll get exactly 5.
Okay, exactly.
Exact 5 you'll get. ठीक नहीं आ रहा क्या?
Sir, minimum tension is at the top, right?
Minimum tension here at the top.
Yes, because it is mb square by r minus mg.
T1 plus mg. Minimum will be at top, correct?
The
Maximum will be
maximum
at
is
bottom.
bottom, which is mg plus mb square by r, and v would be root of 5gr.
No, that's wrong.
Why?
Root 5gr is the condition for looping the loop. No? Means later I'll tell you, but if you know this, it's condition for looping the loop. Means
Yes, yes, yes.
the velocity
Yes.
at top does not become 0, but at the tension becomes 0 at the top.
Okay, okay.
This is not your condition. You need not apply those conditions here. Those conditions I'll tell you later. For this. After this, one more question I'll give you, and then I'll tell you those conditions. There are 3 conditions: condition for looping the loop, condition uh, for leaving the circle. It's 5, correct. किसने आंसर बताया? श्रीजिता ने बताया या फिर अशिका ने बताया? श्रीजिता ना? करेक्ट. Answer is exactly 5. Correct answer. Ashi, do you want me to solve it?
Yes, sir.
See, what is the situation now? This was the bottommost position at which suppose the tension was T1, and here the forces will be mg will be downwards, and this is the top point. This tension will be T2, and mg will be again acting in this way. We cannot take velocities same. Velocities are different because this is not a uniform circle.
Yes.
Vertical circles are never uniform. So now, because see, if we make the equations, how do we find out at what point the tension is maximum, at what point tension is minimum? If we make the equation at A and B, at A, if we form an equation, I'll get T1 minus mg will be equal to mv1 square by r, this radius r. And at B, what I'll get is T2 plus mg is equal to mv2 square by r. See, for your help, I'm giving any other point, suppose here in the middle of the circle. If I try to frame the equation, mg will be downwards, mg won't contribute for the circular motion equation, tension will be this, and velocity is v3. So here, T3 will be equal to mv3 square by r. Means it's not there only. Mg is not contributing to tension only. So if we see at A, T1 is becoming mg plus mv1 square by r, and at B, tension is becoming T2 is equal to mv2 square by r minus mg. So obviously this is the maximum one. T1 is the maximum because mg is added to it, mv square by r, and T2 is minimum because mg is subtracted from it. In any other situation, in the middle or any other places, it will be somewhat more than mv3 square by r, but it's not maximum or minimum. It lies between. So now the situation is they're asking ratio between maximum and minimum. So you will have to find
Yes.
out a value T1 by T2. It will be equal to, I'm directly writing cancelling m, it is g plus v1 square by r divided by v2 square by r minus g. Now problem is you have to find out the relation, means you have to get the velocities, velocity relation between velocity, because there are two variables v1 and v2 and they are asking
Yes,
at the
sir.
highest position. See, means they want v2. So what will make use of, will use law of conservation of energy, because only mg is acting and tension is also there, but tension, the net work done by the tension in the, on the system will be zero. Why? Because tension is always, at any point tension is always perpendicular to the displacement. Suppose I take this
Yes.
point, the displacement will be like this, tension is perpendicular, so tension is, so there is no work na, T dot dx is zero. At any point you take, tension will be towards the center, displacement will be like this. So work done by the tension is zero. So only the work done, the force which is contributing for the work done is only mg, and mg is conservative force. So easily we can do, apply the law of conservation of energy. So from here on, you just remember, in the case of vertical circles problems, you can just apply the law of conservation of energy. And this is very important point.
So mg into 2r equals to half mv squared, like that.
Hmm, no,
That means mg into 2r plus half mv2 square equals to half mv1 square.
the law of conservation of energy will give us half mv2 square plus mg into 2r is equal to half mv1 square. Using this equation, you can just put the value
Yes,
v1
yes.
and then solve this equation for v2. We will get v2 square plus 4gr is equal to v1 square. Correct na? What is I'm doing? Very mistakes. G plus v2 square by r plus 4g by v2 square by r minus, now t1 by t2 they have given 5 by 1. Just put the values. 5v2 square by r minus 5g is equal to 5g plus v2 square by r. It will be 4v2 square by r is equal to 10g. If they have given value, yes, I think 10g into r by 4. The radius they have given 1 meter. Okay.
So then it's done.
Then it's into 1. So v2 will be what? 10 by 4, 10 by 2, it's 5. समझ में आया? देखो याद रख लेना ये.
Yes, sir.
I am telling you, see, in the verticals, I have given explanation very deeply why we will be applying the law of conservation of energy. In the maximum cases up to JEE main, you remember, whenever a question on vertical circle is there, you can just apply the circular motion equation with law of conservation of energy. But in the advanced questions, you have to be very careful, because they may change the situation. They may apply some external force and then they will ask you, they may ask you. So that's why you should be knowing why the work done by the tension is zero in this case. And in every such cases, why the work done by the tension becomes zero. Because tension is always perpendicular to the displacement of the body or the particle. Uh, kind of question we have done. So try to do this one. Not difficult, but it will be interesting. One more type of question I should show you. Let's chain one. minus
Sir, is the answer 2.24?
They're saying the answer is 1.12. Wait for others. लव है, सुचिता का तुम लोगों के आंसर्स क्या आ रहे हैं?
Sir, I think I have made a mistake. Wait.
Just look at this. What did you do? What was your working?
First, I have constructed the equations, then I've solved.
Only relation between the velocities only you have to find out. Huh?
Why?
See,
First, I have to form the equation, then find the acceleration, and
no,
then
not
after that,
needed.
apply
Not
equation of motion.
no, not needed, Archie. You've done a longer way, I think. Easier way was, suppose the velocity of this is v. The velocity of this will be 2v. You know this by your method. You know? Tension.
Yes, sir.
Tension to velocity, the relation that you can find out using I have told you that method.
Sir, is the answer 1.24?
It's 1.12 they are saying. Then the forces which will be acting on this is mg, and tension here. Here also tension is there, T1, T2. Relation between them you can find out, but not needed. The work done by, the important thing is the work done by the tensions is zero. On this whole system, the tension are equal and opposite at every point. So work done by all the tensions will be zero. That's why we find out the relation. So the work done is zero by the tension. So we can just do, there are only two forces here. One is, if we take, this is mg cos theta, this theta, this will be mg sine theta. If there is friction also, so the friction will be mu into mg cos theta. So suppose it has been displaced by a distance x. So the work done by the forces are mg sine theta minus mu into mg cos theta into x. This will be equal to change in kinetic energy, half mv square. But you have to add the kinetic energy of A as well as B here. Half mv into 2v square. Because you are applying work power energy to the whole system, not only on block A.
Yes.
That's why.
Now you can find easily.
Now you can find easily. Put the values and find the answer. You try to find out the acceleration, and then v is equal to u plus at, like that. S is
Yes,
equal to
that
u
v
to
square equal to u square plus 2s.
then also like that also you can do v square minus u square is equal to s.
Yes.
Why you're not getting correct answer?
Acceleration I got as 32 by 50.
Just put it in
Acceleration of
the,
A.
just try to solve this equation quickly and then see what you are getting, what answer you are getting. Maybe you may be getting 1.24, but I don't know, but they have given 1.12 meter per second. Answers are very near. Now by both the methods you can do, either by using work energy method like this or using your normal method. But this is shorter. did I tell you about the types of equilibrium earlier? As I remember, I think I told it to someone. In electrostatics, लवे मैंने बताया था क्या? इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में बताया था ना शायद ये.
सर टॉर्क, जब आप टॉर्क का बता रहे थे आप,
हाँ तब बताया था ना मैंने. हाँ.
डाइपोल में जब वो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में जब वो
हम्म,
टॉर्क घूम जाता है वो.
हाँ 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 हाँ. Do you remember everyone? Archie, you remember this one? Lave knows this. अशिका याद है ये वाला टाइप्स ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम?
हाँ सर.
Shijita, see if you know, I need not have to tell you.
Yes, sir.
These are three types of equilibrium. This is stable,
Yes.
this is unstable, this is neutral. Situation is the thing is potential energy will be minimum here. So if you use potential energy, d square u by dr square will be greater than 0 here, and again du by dr is supposed to be 0 here. Here the potential energy u has to be maximum, and d square u by dr square is less than 0. du by dr is again 0 here. Here potential energy remains constant. So d square u by dr square is also equal to 0, and du by dr is also equal to 0. These are the three situations. The situation is in the stable equilibrium, if you shift
Sir, so
something.
in dipole, stable occurs when angle is 0 and unstable when angle is 180, right?
So when it is stable, if you move it anywhere, it will again try to come at this original position. But when it is unstable, if you displace it, it won't come at its original position. And in neutral, it will be at the same position, only won't change its position. These are the three types of equilibrium. आंसर आ गया? आ जाएगा. इस पे चेक कर लेना इसका आंसर ना तुम लोग. इसका आंसर 1.12 आना चाहिए, लेकिन आर्ची का आंसर 1.24 आ रहा है. तो 1.24 बहुत नियर है. मैं श्योर नहीं हूँ क्योंकि इनका आंसर बुक का आंसर दिया हुआ है. पता नहीं उठपटांग कैलकुलेशन करते हैं लोग. हो सकता है तुम लोगों का भी आंसर यही 1.24 है. तो बस उसको चेक कर लेना. और इसी क्वेश्चन को दूसरे मेथड से भी ट्राई कर लेना. दूसरा, ये तो वर्क एनर्जी वाला मेथड है. नॉर्मल वाला जो मेथड है ना, एक्सेलरेशन निकाल के फिर वेलोसिटी से, उससे भी करके देख लेना. दोनों मेथड्स आने चाहिए. नेक्स्ट क्लास में मैं एक बार वो चीज बताऊंगा तुमको. एक दो फिर मैं थोड़े से एक दो एडवांस लेवल के क्वेश्चन करवाऊंगा. और उसमें मैं थोड़ा सा वो भी कर बताऊंगा तुम्हें कि वर्टिकल सर्किल्स में क्या होता है, वर्टिकल सर्किल्स में कंडीशंस कैसे निकालते हैं, उसके क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं. और एक चेन वाला क्वेश्चन बताना है मुझे. और फिर कोलिजन की बेसिक चीज, लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मोमेंटम तो हमने पढ़ लिया है. आगे की जो एक इक्वेशन होती है ना, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेस्टिट्यूशन वाली, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेस्टिट्यूशन ई, जिससे अपन इलास्टिक कोलिजन और इनलास्टिक कोलिजन वगैरह बताते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा डिस्कस कर लेंगे. तो अपन का कोलिजन भी कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. कोलिजन में इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशन आती है. चलो फिर एंड करते हैं ना.